Everybody, so this is my part 2 of my front room tour. I'm going to go ahead and start off where I left off at. First, I'll go ahead and show this table was filled up. If you see my first video, houseplant tour, the first one, you'll see that this table's filled up, but it's empty today. Well, today and yesterday was spa day for everybody, so they got to get moved around, so I'm putting everybody back right now. But this light sits in between, and then there's glass, so there's this is just a quick tip. There's glass here. I have several plants on here and the bottom, and this light, actually, I said 4,000K. It's a 5,000K 100-watt daylight bulb that I keep in this lamp, and it's a little jungly lamp. And then so the plants that are under here and on top get that light. So I moved everything around also so I can get to all this stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and start off. If you didn't see my first tour, go ahead and watch the first one first, and you'll see I end it with this table. And I'm going to go ahead and go up here to these guys, which these are just some air plants that I have displayed. And there's one sitting in an owl. There's another one sitting up there, hanging actually from a little wooden decoration. Well, it's a little, looks like a tree. I got those all, of course, all thrifted. Hanging, it's just hanging on that little string there. And then there's another air plant, Tillandsia. I don't know the names of these plants. I just know they're Tillandsias, and they're all different air plants. And this one's sitting in an owl as well. So I'm going to go ahead and move over to, so this is a, once again, I have a west window, huge west window. So this is bright indirect light over on this side. And I have, once again, another decoration with a mirror. I like to use mirrors with decoration. I live in a pretty small apartment, and mirrors do give an effect, and it, the light, you know, reflects off of it. So this is just a tip. This was a floating shelf I got from Thrifted, of course, and those two drawers I put mainly my receipts, and then there's one with all the tags of the plants in it, so that way I can refer to if I want. But yeah, so this is that. Next, over in this corner, I have a stand, a plant stand. It has 1, 2, 3, 4. But I generally don't really like sitting things that low on the floor. Trust me, when I run out of room, I will use that bottom. But for now, I just have a cute little owl. Hey, buddy. It's not a real one, but just sitting in the bird cage. And it just adds decoration. So I'm all about adding decoration with the plants. And so, yeah, there's a closer view. And it's just an owl, thrifted, of course, sitting on a tree trunk and sitting in a bird cage. I got that bird cage pretty cheap at Rite Aid. They had a sale there. And the stand goes up, folds up also. It's just a corner stand, and I thrifted that. So, yeah, I got that for about 10 bucks. This table thrifted about $5. I actually got this for $5. So yeah, these are just, I also like to throw in decorations, because when I was plant shopping and, you know, getting into plants, I was trying to find ways to decorate as well. And a lot of people don't like to share. I guess, I don't know. I'm a sharing person. I love decorating. So I'm definitely going to share my skills with anyone who likes plants, because we do need to learn how to decorate with the plants. You can't just sit them. They're, you know, pretty boring that way. But when you decorate with them and add little fun things to it, you really get to enjoy the plant as well. And, you know, it's where they're sitting at, so they want to look nice too. So anyhow, I'll go ahead and start off. So this is a, once again, four level shelf. First one is my first arrowhead. This is the Cream Illusion, and she was my first actual Syngonium. She's sitting in a vase, and she trails all. She's wanting to trail right now, so I'm just gonna let her trail and do her. I'm not about to cut her down. I'm gonna let her do her, and if she want to trail, she can do it. That's why she gets to sit by herself. Her sisters all have to share a table, but she was the first one. She don't give me no issues. She don't complain. I do miss her. I give humidity. Even if they don't give you issues, you still want to, make them happy, and all of them get spoiled. So yeah, this is the Cream Illusion. She has these pretty designs, cream in her leaves and with the pink veins. So yeah, that's my first arrowhead, and she gets to stand in the first shelf, and like I said, she's getting ready to vine. So that's her standing pretty. Next, I just moved this girl here. This is a green heartleaf philodendron, and I have her vines wrapped around. This is another idea. I'm going to be getting totems for all my philodendrons and any trailing plants, because they really like them, and it saves space when you're living in a smaller place. But for now, what I did was just wrapped her vines around the actual shelf where she's sitting at. So her leaves, her vines are wrapped around. So she has some pretty long vines, but I have them wrapped around. I just moved her here temporarily because I need to get a taller shelf, but I may just end up giving her a trellis, or see how she does sitting right here. But I don't want to block her from, I wrapped her trails around so she wouldn't block any other plant. But I still put so that's a heart leaf, just the green version. I got her a while back. She's sitting in her nursery pot. I'm probably going to propagate her in one of my neon heartleaf philodendrons, and I want to make a actual I want to put them together in a pot and see how they grow. I think that's going to be really pretty with mixing them together with the green and the neon together in one. And then I want to try to do that with some of the arrowheads, but not right now. Probably next year when I feel a little bit more comfortable. But for now, this is her. She's just sitting in a basket. Got her like last summer at Lowe's. Not summer, actually I got her, I want to say October or September of last year, 2018. So that's her. She's sitting on the second shelf right under the arrowhead, and then right under her is this little beauty. She's still small. This is an Enjoy Pothos. Hopefully she'll be trailing one day, and but she's in a 4-inch pot right now. She's growing a bit. She's starting to get a little trail right there, if you see. She's got a little vine trying to stretch out, but she's a little girl, and these are slow growers, so she'll probably stay in this spot more than likely, because this is a bright indirect spot, and she needs a little bit more sun, but not direct sun because of her leaves, but she does need more sun than the regular pothos because her variegation, but not direct sun because it'll burn her leaves. And this heartleaf philodendron, you could put this guy, you could put her in a dark room, well, not a dark room, but low light or highlight. The highlight actually gives them bigger leaves, and they grow a little bit more. But for now, I just put her here, so we'll see how it goes. She has some new quite a bit of new growth. They're little, you see the little leaves, that's because she was in lower light. So when she gets brighter light, her leaves will get a little bit bigger. So that's that shelf. And then there's my little owl. So that's how this looks, this shelf right here. And it's just a corner shelf. And then I've got this nice picture hanging up next to it. So these are just some ideas. This table also, you see how it's oval. So it was able to fit in between this shelf and this shelf. So when you're, moving, when you're getting furniture for your plants and stuff, just try to squeeze them up against the wall as best as you can. But I don't really like their leaves pushing up against the wall, but I try to give them all space so also their leaves aren't touching. But hopefully this gives someone an idea, on how to also, and this is a little way to get your air plants so they're, being displayed cute also. All right. Next, I'm going to move over to this big, beautiful girl right here. She's on a bar stool. And as you see, the bar stool has the openings. And I don't have anything sitting right here because I want light to hit right here and right here. So if you see, the light shines down. There's the two holes. And the bar stool, she's propped up so she's not in no one's way, and these guys are all getting that bright indirect light. So that's the setup. There's the huge west window. So just giving you, a little bit of ideas. So yeah, that gives room for the light to come through to hit the other plants. So we got this 5000K daylight bulb, a LED daylight bulb that went into this light. So they've got a bunch of light right there. And the 5000K is pretty good for plants that are, lower light / medium to indirect light. And 5000K does the job. And it has a little bit of warmth to the light without it using heat. You can touch the bulb and it doesn't bother you. So that's why I like the 100 watt 5000K, and I believe it's 1600 lumens. It's just a little extra light. It's just a booster. It's not going to be to help a plant that needs direct sun. I don't really have any plants like that need direct sun, because I'm not going to deal with all that stuff right now. So, and I don't want to be having to worry about that. So these plants, most of the plants I have are bright and direct light. So anyhow, moving on. So you see the setup. She's up, so she's not bothering no one. She's not in no one's way, and she's not blocking anybody. This is the domino. Beautiful. Look at them big, huge leaves. This is the domino peace lily. I was going to let her keep her flower, but she said, no, girl, I'm ready to get rid of that flower. It was dying. She had it up since October, so it was a big old pretty thick flower, but she has a leaf unfurling right there. This leaf's unfurling. And then she also has another leaf about to come up. Or it might be a flower. I don't know. We'll see. I know I just got rid of her flower. So there's another leaf. And then there's one that's unfurling. And she just got this leaf off. That's this one right here. And look at that variegation. It's so pretty. That's just, oh, I love this one. Out of the peace lilies, her leaves are real thick. She's not as fussy as the other one. I just believe she needs more light, and she can take it because her leaves are thick. They're very thick. The other ones, ooh, I can't deal with. I have only 2 peace lilies, and you'll see the other one. But I don't like the one with the, I've had a couple that just, they are irritating. But this one, if you want a peace lily, this is the one I would recommend. She's real pretty. Her leaves are beautiful. And look at the variegation. This is a domino peace lily. And a lot of times, I got this actually at Lowe's for $10.98. So yeah, her, I believe, would need more light. That's why she's sitting here by this window to get a little bit more light. Some of her tips were a little dark when I got her. You know, that's just part of the peace lily. But the new ones are coming out looking good, so I ain't tripping. Under my care, she's doing good, and she likes it. She's fell down one time. Her leaves fell down, but I watered her, and she was good to go. But I try not to let her dry out anymore, because that's why some of the leaves, you know, they're a little cracked from letting her, from her being dried out before. So I don't want to give her any more stress. I've had her since, I believe, October, the end of October. Now, she's given me a lot. Her flower bloomed for me at my house, not when I got her. It took a while, but she finally bloomed. So I'm hopefully she blooms for me again. But even her new leaves, you know, they're cute. And they call her the domino. So this is her. I'm going to give her a shower. Pretty much all of them are about to get a shower. It's just been too cold, but I like giving them showers just to wash off everything. So that's her. She's in a pot. She's still in her nursery pot. And they like to be pot bound, the peace lilies. So I have her, you know, in just a regular pot to get, you know, little decoration pot, but she's still in her nursery pot. So yeah, that's her. She's so pretty and just elegant. That's an elegant plant. So yeah, if you want a peace lily, get the domino one. These are the best ones because they do not give you no issues. And the leaves are really thick. So, okay, so we're going to, enough of her. There's another air plant right there, just sitting in a glass container with some rocks. I got this from the thrift store. So I threw that in there. Next, we're going to get over here to this stand that I just got on my plant haul. I'm going to go ahead and end with this stand because the video, once again, is I don't want my videos to be too long, and I'm just videotaping off of a tablet right now. Eventually, I'm going to get a camera because I want to start doing more series on each individual plant, because when I was looking for plants, it's so hard, especially with being a Sansevieria collector. It's hard to find the exact plants, and everybody always shows the Trifessa, there's a Lentica, the Hannahs, but there's some unique ones that you're not going to find looking them up. And so I'm going to try to do each one of my plants one by one by themselves. So then if someone's looking for that particular plant or they're trying to identify it, then they'll be able to look at my videos. So I'm definitely going to get me a camera for that. So I can record better video quality and stuff. But for now, this is it. You get what you get. You don't throw a fit. I'm just videotaping for myself. And if anyone watches, that's a plus, because I love sharing with people, especially when it comes to nature and life and good energy, just everything. So I'm a sharer. God loves a cheerful giver, and I'm definitely that. So here we go. This is the stand. I did this on a plant haul. This stand actually folds up as well. So yeah, I was able to fit this in my car, and the shelves fold up, the sides fold up, and you're good to go. So this is the shelf that I got. for $14.95. Yeah, there's a radiator there, heater. I don't use that because just for health benefits, but yeah, so it's just for display. It actually, I like it. It gives it some, gives you that classic look. So, and then there's a air vent under these guys that I really don't use either. That's why that rug's right there. But when summertime comes, everybody gonna have to get moved around and adjusted anyways. But for now, this is good. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the top shelf. These are Hoyas. All three of these are Hoya plants. That's the oblongata, the Hoya oblongata. She's in a decorative pot that my mom got me, and I put that on the plant haul also. So that's the Hoya oblongata. This is the Hoya carnosa, just the green. She's living her best life and growing some vines and looking good. So is Miss Oblongata over there. There's a thing filled with water for humidity hacks. You'll see I do that a lot. I go and buy glass bottles for propagating and for decoration with water. A candle. This is a Hoya. I believe it's the Hoya pink silver Hoya. I don't know. The nursery I bought it from, the people originally had it marked as a carnosa, and it's not a carnosa. It's some type of a public callus, but pink diamond or pink silver is what we came up with. And I did a little research. It's looking more and more like one. All the pictures that I seen of a pink silver Hoya. So I believe that's it. We'll see if it ever blooms for me. Nowadays, when you get a Hoya, some of them you just ain't gonna know what the name is, I guess. So that's that shelf. Second shelf is the Hoya tricolor pura, the princess, Hoya princess, we'll say. And she's got such cute little leaves. She's been doing good for me since I've had her. I thought she was going to give me some issues, but she's been doing great. She ain't gave me too many problems. I did a little video with all my Hoyas. This one's the new to the family, but yeah, so there's her. That's a peperomia back there. That's the peperomia Thai peperomia. And then this was sold to me as a Hoya ripple. I thought it was a crinkle 8. Now I don't think it's a crinkle 8. It was sold to me as a Hoya ripple. So I will see whatever it comes out to be, I guess, one day, or I'll find it eventually because I do a lot of research. And then there's the Hoya tricolor queen. There's the peperomia, the green bean peperomia. And then those are 2 waters, once again, for some humidity. But these plants don't get their leaves wet, whatever you do. Hoya or peperomia or snake plants don't wet their leaves, is all I can say. They say mist them and stuff. Nope. Because those guys do get those little white or black mold things on their... in fact, this one... See her little tip right there? I had to break that off because I was watering, spraying her leaves, and sure enough, it started turning black. And if you give them too much light, but that happened for me giving her too much. And I had a humidifier by her, so I don't put them close by. I keep them in a humid room, but I don't put a humidifier right by them. So that was black, and this was a new leaf, and I had to break it because it was black just to end it, and I put some cinnamon on it and cleaned her leaves with peroxide. So yeah, that's her. There's a little love decoration to put with them. And then I'm going to go ahead and get this bottom shelf, and then I'll be ending it, and I'm going to have to continue on with part 3. So there's my little green spider plant. There's a Pothos Snow Queen, which is the most irritating one out of all of them. I just had to repot her. She's a diva, is all I could say, but she's doing okay now. There's my little baby snake plant. There goes my rubber tree, little baby rubber tree. Hopefully she grows during the summer. There's a Moses in a cradle, Trichoscantia, and then there's my Schefflera. So you see how they're all grouped together. Those ones all can, I try to group my plants where the ones I know, like if I miss down there, it's not going to hurt no one. It's really not cool to miss the Moses in the cradle, but all these other ones could get misted. Those guys don't miss their leaves, whatever you do, especially peperonias and Hoyas. I don't miss their leaves. And then there's that shelf. And I'm going to go ahead and end it with that. So quick recap. Hopefully I gave some great ideas to decorate with your plants. Here's this. Miss Beautiful Domino right there. Here's that shelf. Another recap. And then over here. And thanks a bunch for watching my video. Please look forward to part 3. And have a blessed night and a blessed week. Thanks for watching. Bye.